Welcome to the Journey of 1,000 Mistakes. My name is Guillaume Sauvé, and as usual, I'm super grateful that you're here. But before we get into this episode, I'd quickly like to mention two things. First of all, because this is the Journey of 1,000 Mistakes, I'm always tweaking, trying new things to see if it works better. I set up the microphone differently this time, so hopefully the sound is good, if not better. I was just tired of seeing it hanging from my shirt all the time, so I tried tucking it in. We'll see what happens, so I apologize if the sound is good. Second thing, which may or may not be a mistake, we're going to see, is since we're talking about reading and books this week, I thought I'd mention that I just redid my website, my author website. So if you want to go there, you can download the free ebook version of this book, the first book in my series. Just go to gsauve.ca, it's GSAUVE.ca. Sign up for the newsletter, you'll get that free book. And also you can participate in the collaborative book I'm writing right now, which is every single week, I write one chapter and offer 3 options for what can happen next. And then readers get to vote on what they want to happen, and depending which option wins, that's what I write. Anyway, I didn't want to get too much into that. I'm not sure if mentioning this on the personal development channel is a good idea or a bad idea, but I thought I'd mention it. Because once again, this is all about making mistakes, trying new things, seeing what works, what doesn't. So, now that we've covered these 2 things, time to get into the fun part. And as I've kind of done for the past few weeks, I'm really starting to do more challenges that even though they're way easier than the ones I did in the beginning of the year, they're going to help me so much more. Because, for example, reading this week's challenge, yeah, super easy. My goal is to read 1 hour every day for 5 days. That's super simple. I've read thousands of books in my life, so it's not a challenge. But because I'm trying to accomplish so much this year, I was so focused on my objectives that I got to the end of the day completely exhausted. My eyes were so tired from being on the computer all day that all I felt like doing was just squashing on the couch and watching TV all night. And because of that, I'm like, I missed that reading. Because every year I give myself the goal of reading an average of 1 book per month, so 52 per year. And this year I was looking at my record and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to make it. I really need to push myself. And I really enjoy reading. So I really wanted to focus on that this week. And that's what I did. More than once, I'd get to the end of the day and be like, oh crap, I completely forgot about it. And then I have to rush and just do it right before I went to bed. But every single time I did it, even though in the beginning, I think 4 out of the 5 days, I really didn't feel like it. I was exhausted from the day. I just didn't feel like reading. But because it was a challenge, I forced myself to do it. And it was awesome. Took maybe 5-10 minutes to get used to it. And then when I was finally in it, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so happy I did this. And also, what I learned was that reading isn't bad for the eyes. It's not a strain for the eyes. I used to think that in the past, but spending the entire day on the computer, reading actually relaxes your eye because you're so focused on the story and on enjoying yourself that your eyes just relax and automatically read what's on the page. Yes, after a certain period of time, your eyes do become tired, so I take a 5-minute break after, let's say, half an hour. But overall, reading is really relaxational, both for your eyes and your body. Reading it works your brain, so it's not like watching TV where you're just sitting there doing nothing, just staring at the screen. So it works your brain, develops it at the same time, and because you're immersed in the story, you just kind of forget about all the stresses that happen during the day. So really, really awesome. I'm so glad I did this because, well, I love reading, I love writing, I love everything that has to do with storytelling. So I'm really glad I got back into it. I read 2.5 books. Okay, 2 of them were relatively short, 100, 150 pages. But still, considering the fact that in the 3 weeks before that, I read less than 1 book, that's still pretty good. So overall, I quickly checked before this video. I'm at 24 books out of 52, so I have 28 left to read before the end of the week. That'd be insane. No, before the end of the year. So I should be on track to do it as long as I don't slack off, keep reading. And I love this challenge so much. I'm pretty sure I'm going to continue doing this, trying to read at least half an hour, preferably 1 hour every single day. Because it's not really that much. I love to read. It just helps me relax so much. So I really encourage you to do something like this. Doesn't have to be reading, can be something completely different. But at least once, preferably for an extended period of time, every single day, you just have to do something you enjoy. So that's what I did. I'm so happy I did it. I'm really thinking of continuing this trend for the next few videos. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for next week. Haven't decided as usual, but I'm really enjoying this and hopefully you get some value out of it. Even though it's not as impressive as, let's say, fasting for a week, I feel like it's bringing so much more to my life because it's just everyday tweaks that just make me happier, more productive, more energized. And this is what it's all really about. Enjoying life. In fact, I'm currently listening to the audiobook of the 4-Hour Workweek. I read it a long time ago. I just wanted to get a refresher and listen to it. I'm like, oh yeah, he's just helping me realize that, you have to enjoy life. What's the point of working 80-hour weeks, killing yourself, trying to accomplish something, when in the end, it's not really going to make a difference on the grand scheme of things? For example, everything I'm doing, all the books I'm writing, all the courses I'm creating, all the content, everything, I'm working so hard every single day, every week, every month, and I'm not making any money or hardly any money from it. So in the end, I could not do anything for the next 6 months and not make any more money. So I'm not saying I'm giving up on everything because this is what makes me happy. This is what makes me feel alive. So I'm definitely going to keep this up. But at the same time, I feel like I might have to pull back a little because it's just too much. I'm not enjoying life as much as I should be, especially nowadays. Like the trees are in full bloom. It's super hot outside. I just want to be outside. And I feel like I'm stuck inside working and I'm not productive. And I feel bad when I go outside and it's just like kind of this mess. So I really need to focus on that. So what I'm planning to do in the future, for now, I'm just going to finish the few projects I have going. But once I'm done, it's really focus on one project. So for example, I want to create a course. So let's say 30 days, I'm going to focus on creating, filming, uploading, promoting, and just launching that course. Let's say I'm writing a book. Okay. For 2 months, let's say, every single day, I'm going to focus on writing that. Then when I'm done, maybe switch to another project, take a little break, then come back for a month after that, just to proofread, edit, do all that. And I really feel that by doing that, I'm going to be way more productive, way less stressed, because at the moment I have so many projects. Like I'm writing a book, I'm editing another book, I'm creating a course, I'm filming all this content, and yes, it's fun, but it's just too much. So that's what I want to do in the future. Just take things more simple, have fun, read a good book every once in a while. Yes, that was another plug. So anyway, I'm really happy I did this challenge. I'm looking forward to next week's challenge, even though I have no idea what it is. And I really encourage you to just start giving yourself challenges that are fun, even if it's not difficult. Just make yourself enjoy life. Because if you're anything like me, you're a workaholic, you just want to accomplish so much, you don't take the time to take care of yourself and do the things you enjoy. So just start doing that. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this was helpful to you. And as usual, don't be afraid to go make mistakes.